Right, here's how to Curitiba, or however the hell you say it. Um, your lap obviously starts way before this point, but you'll that'll make sense when we get there. Okay, so we're coming up to the start line. Obviously, flat out fourth gear at this point, and then so we're fourth gear, fourth gear, fourth gear at the 100-meter mark. Right, the 100-meter mark, we're going to brake, but we're only going to brake in a straight line, and then we're going to release the brake before we turn. There, see, I let go of the brake and turned. It's one of those doing it at the same time kind of thing. And I also locked up slightly. And the thing about this car is it's very light, and it likes to lock its tires up. So you really need to listen to your tires, because, and I don't wish to come across all condescending in these videos, but your tires, if they're sliding, they're not gripping, which is bleeding obvious, and also they won't turn either, because you've got so much mechanical grip and you're using it for braking and turning. So you can either do one at a time to maximize the effect, or you can do both at the same time, but you got to be pretty good at it. But as soon as you lock up, you lose control of the car and you will not slow down. So listen to your tires. If you hear it, I start feathering the brake. I start lifting off a little bit on the brake. To try not to lock up. You can get away with a little tiny bit of lock up, but it's not the end of the world. So at the 100-meter mark, we started braking and we drop it down to third gear. So this is a third gear chicane, believe it or not. So off the brakes, try and hit the apex, missed it a bit. Other apex, by the way, this second apex, if you go over that yellow sausage curb, you're out of bounds, you're out of track limits, and any qualification lap or whatever will be cancelled. So do not go over that yellow curb. So I'm not, my foot's kind of touching the accelerator, but I'm not really accelerating like mad, obviously. So my car's losing speed. So when I get to this last corner of the chicane, there, I change down to second, and that gives me drive out of it. Up to third, fourth, and then at around about 80, 70 meters, in fact, you'll see how the track changes color here. I don't know if I hope my mouse is recording, I can't tell, but you see where the track changes color anyway. Brake there and drop it down to only go down to third. And let go of the brakes, and then here you're more or less sliding around in third. No brakes, full as fast as you can up to fourth, and then this is an odd corner. It's a funny shape, this corner. So around 80 meters, 90 meters even, start braking, because you really want to drop off a lot of speed on this to get into this corner properly. Third, second, drive out in second, stay on the right hand side, stay right over on the right hand side. Now what's going to happen is we're going to come to a white line. At that white line you go for the apex, but from here on it's flat out, no brakes, full acceleration in fourth gear. There's the line. One apex, and then aim. Do you see on the right hand side that white line? You can't even see the apex, but aim for it. You're going to feel like, so kind of swoop in on it, and you're going to feel like you're turning in too soon, but you're not. So no brakes, foot flat. So I'm aiming for it, and the car's trying to get over to the left. The car's pulling to the left like mad. Okay. And then flat out, flat out, flat out, flat out, brake, third gear, release the brake. The car's trying to fight me. I'm accelerating third. And here, do you see the bridge? And these billboards just before the bridge? At this point, you straighten out your corner, basically. You aim for the other side of the track kind of thing. And because my car has been trying to slide all the way, because I've been accelerating in third, it's been trying to slide out the whole way around. So I aim straight across. At this point, I basically release all of that sliding, all of that tension that's in there, and aim straight across for the billboards. And before I get to that bridge, I should have maxed out my revs in third and be changing to fourth just before that bridge. There we go. And then it's a straight run down to the finish line. There it was, and start again. So this lap actually starts, let me rewind it some. So my next lap actually starts way back here. When I come out of this corner, the weird corner. And the reason for that is because from this point onwards, when I start accelerating now, I do not stop accelerating until the last corner. So I'm basically flat out from here all the way to the last corner. And then I only brake enough to drop myself down to third and more or less fight my car, feathering the accelerator the whole time to try not to keep it, stop it going off into the hot dog stand. So I will not get a good run down the straight if I do not, or I won't get as good a run down the straight if I don't welly it from here. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So I'll tell you what, here is, let me just rewind like mad. Here is the whole lap without me yapping. A bit more. Oops, wrong button. There's the start line. Here it is without me yapping. There we go. So not perfect. I locked up a little bit. That'll get me within a couple of tenths of Richard's time. The difference between me, Richard, and anyone else who does a lap like that is just the very, very, very fine detail of being able to carry where to brake, how long to brake, and being able to carry the right amount of speed through the corner. Richard's a master of it, in my humble opinion. I'm pretty good at it. If we can all get to the point where we're fighting for pole, that's in everyone's best interest. And if we're in, if we all get to the point where we're all within a few tenths of each other, because we all make mistakes, especially in a race. It's all right being on a track on your own, and you can use whichever bit of the track you want to. But in a race, if we can all get within half a second of each other, even, as long as no one gets way out in front, there's a pretty good chance you could win, because we all make mistakes. So yeah, hopefully this helps. Bye.